told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to make a beautiful cut together sleeve circle dress, and these are the material we need for the gown. I have a flowered crepe material. What I have here is 1 yard and 1¼ yards, that is 45 inches. Then here I have 3 yards of crepe material. So without wasting time, let's get started. So guys, we're going to start by placing the material on fold. I'm going to first of all fold the material into 2. After folding the material into 2, then I'll place it in a triangular shape. So I've placed my material on fold into 2. The next thing is to fold it in a triangular shape. So guys, these are the basic measurements we need for the gown. Shoulder measurement 16, divide by 2 will give us 8. The sleeve length is going to be 7. The full length of the gown is going to be 38. Then round sleeve is going to be 10 inches. As for the length of the gown, the plain material is going to be 30, and then the flowered material is going to be 8. This will be for the ruffles. At the down part of the gown. I hope it's clear. So we are going to start by placing the shoulder measurement along this side. Because we are going to cut the sleeve together with the gown, I'm going to be adding the shoulder measurement and the sleeve length together. So 8 plus the sleeve length, which is 7, will give us 15. I'll be using this as my shoulder measurement. So I'll come here and measure 15. I'm going to trace it until I get 15. Once I get 15 inches, then I'll mark it as my shoulder measurement. Alright, so this is 15.5. I'll be using ½ inch for my allowance. So I will mark 15.5 here. So this line is my shoulder line. So having gotten the shoulder line, the next thing to do is to take the length of the gown. Remember I said this particular plain material is going to be 30 inches in length, but I'm going to add 1 inch for allowance, making it 31. I'll place my tape along this line to take the length of the gown. So I'm going to measure 31 inches. I'll place it at the center and measure 31 inches. So I'll connect the points. So this is the length of the gown. I hope it's clear. So having gotten the length of the gown, I'll come here and measure the neck width. The neck width I'm working with is 2.5 for this style. Having gotten the neck width, I'll come to this point. Remember, the neck, you will take your neck width on this particular side. This is closed side, not here. Alright, so the next thing to do is to slope the shoulder by 1 inch. So I'll come here and measure 1 inch and connect it to the neck width. So this is the line we are going to be making use of now, this second line, not this one. So after that, I'll take the round sleeve. The round sleeve measurement we are using is 10. So I'll measure 10 inches here and mark. So I'm going to connect. I'll place my ruler like this. I'll place it like this to make sure that I'll connect with a straight line. This is my round sleeve now. Then after that, I'm going to go inward by 2 inches and mark. Then I'll connect. So we are going to be doing sleeve turn up. I'm going to use the material to turn the sleeve. You are going to see how I'll do it. So after that, the next thing I'll be doing is to determine the wideness of the flay at the down part. So here you have the option of making use of the entire wideness of the flay, or you choose the wideness you want. If you don't want it too full, you can decide that. So for me, I'm going to measure 30 inches here. That will be the wideness of my flay. So by the time you open it, we are going to get 60 inches. You know the material is on fold. And we are cutting the front and back together. So I'm going to come here and measure 30 inches and mark. Here I have 30 inches here. Like I said, if you want, you can make use of the entire down. So from here I'm going to connect to the 30 inches with a straight line. So I'll place the ruler like this to connect. So this is what I have. So here I'm going to make a very sharp curve to connect the 2 points so that it will not be pointed. So this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do is to come up. From here I'm going to come up by 2 inches and mark, because I don't want this place pointed. I'll measure 2 inches here and then connect it back. So see what I have. So we are going to make use of this second line, not this one. So I'll be adding the neckline now. We already have the neck width, which is 2.5. Then for the back neck depth, I'm going to measure 1 inch and connect. It's going to be a high neck, a turtleneck kind of. Then for the front neckline, I'll go in by 3.5. 3.5. So the next thing to do now is to cut. So I'm going to remove the back and cut the front neckline. So for us to cut the front neckline, I'm going to further measure an opening here so that it will be easy for us to wear. You know, the gown is not going to have a zipper at the back side. So for us to be able to wear it, I'll create an opening here at the center front. I'll measure 3.5 inches for that. So I'm going to open here to that point. So this is it. This is for the front, and then this is for the back. I'll be using this for the down part to make a little gathers. So like I said, I have the length of this is by 60 as well, and what I have here is 1 yard and quarter. That's 45 inches. So for the ruffles, for this particular ruffles, we are going to do a little arithmetic for us to get the material to use. I hope you understand. Like I said, the wideness of this one, you know, the wideness is 60 by the time you open it. When it was unfold, it was 30. So by the time you open it, it's 60. I hope you understand. So 60 for the front and 60 for the back. So 60 times 2, that is for the front and back, will give us 120. Okay, so the entire wideness of the flare at the down part is 120 for the front and back. Now for the ruffles, we are going to times 120 by 2 or 120 by 1.5. So if you times 120 by 2, it will give you 240 inches. And if you times 120 by 1.5, you are going to get 180 inches. So you can even multiply by 3, depending on how full you want the ruffles to be and the quantity of the material you have. So for me, I'm going to use this one. I'll be timesing this by 2 to get 240. So it's actually going to be very, very long. So you know, I have what I have here is 1 yard and quarter. That's what I have here. I'm going to cut and join for us to get the desired length. And the length of this one is going to be 8. Then I will add 1.5 for allowance. So what I will measure out is 9.5 instead of 8. Okay, so I'll measure out 9.5 and cut. So after measuring and cutting, I'll join it to get a very long material. So after I measure 9.5 and cut, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be for the neckline, this side. This is by 60. What it means is 60, which is the length of the fabric, multiplied by 4, which will give us 240. You see, that is 120 multiplied by 2. This is 120 multiplied by 2, 240. So by doing it like this, we are able to get our 240 inches, which will be enough for us for the ruffles at the down part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing to do is to go to the machine and join. I'm going to join all of them for us to get the 240 inches. It's as simple as that. So guys, I'm done with the joining, and as you can see, this is what I have. By the time you measure it, you should be able to get 240 inches. So let me measure it by yards so that it will be more clear for us to understand. So I have 1 yard here. 1 yard. This will be 2 yards. 3 yards. 4 yards. 4 yards. 5 yards. 6 yards. So I have 6 yards, 28 inches. You can imagine if I should go to the market and buy 6 yards and 28 inches. That would be lots of money. So you can just buy 1 yard, highest you buy 1.5 yards or 1.25 yards if they're selling quarter, and then you make use of it the way I just show you. This way you'll be able to manage your material. So you can either weave the two sides, or you can fold the two sides. Whichever way you want to do it is okay. So I'll just make a small folding here, and after that I will also make a small folding here. So that will be the first thing I'll do. After folding the two sides, then I'm going to run a loose stitch for gathers. So guys, I'm through with the gathers, as you can see. So by the time I measure this, I should be able to get 120 inches. So I'm going to measure it to be sure. So I'll measure it, and yeah, this is 60. This is 60, and you know it's into 2, so 60 times 2 will give us 120 inches. We are through with this particular one. I'm going to set it aside. When it's time for us to fix it, I'll bring it back. We're going to sew this one now. So the first thing we are going to do is to cut out something to turn this side. So we are going to cut out a facing. So to cut out a facing for that part, I'm going to fold the material into 2. So I'm going to place this on the material and cut. I'm going to stitch like this. After stitching, I'll give it a notch, and then I'll top stitch on it and turn it to the wrong side. So we are going to turn this side. That's the first thing to do. So let me go over to the machine and do that, and I'll be back. So guys, after turning this side, the next thing is to join the shoulders. So I'll place the back side on it, right side to right side. So let me go over to the machine and join the two shoulders, and I'll be back. So guys, I've joined the two shoulders. The next thing we're going to do is to cut out something to turn the sleeve. So I'll be turning up the sleeve. So I'm going to measure here and use it to cut the turn up. So guys, this is what I'll use to turn up the sleeve. I have 2.5 inches. Half inch will be this for the sewing allowance. So if you open it, you will get 5 inches. So I'll use it to turn the sleeve. So to fix this, we are going to place it, and I'll place it on the wrong side. So this is the open side. I'm going to place it like this. So I'll go over to the machine and stitch with 1/2 inch. After stitching it, I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to top stitch. I'll top stitch towards this side. I hope you can see it. So after sewing it, it will be looking like this. So guys, I'm done with the sleeve turn up. So as you can see, I top stitch on this side, not this side. So after that, I had to hold it with a stitch here at the center. So this is what I have now. So the next thing I'll do is to go over to the machine to shape the gown. So I'm going to go over to the machine and stitch like this down. So guys, I'm done shaping the gown, and this is the sleeve here. So the next thing is to fix this on the down part. So I'm going to fix it like this. I'll fix it like this on top. I'll be overlapping it by half an inch. So I'm going to place it like this and so I'm going to fix it like this all round. So this is how you place it on the machine and you sew on top. So guys, after fixing the ruffles, this is how it's looking. As you can see, the gown is very beautiful. The next thing we are going to do is to fix the band for the neckline. So for us to fix the belt on the neckline, I'll measure the neckline. I'll just hold it like this. I'll hold it like this and measure. So what I have here is 9 inches. So that by the time you open it, it means that the wideness of the neckline is 18 inches. But I'm going to be making use of 60 inches because we are going to be tying it as well. So I've cut it out already. So what I have here is 3 inches. I'll be using ½ inch for sewing allowance. I'll take the midpoint and give it a notch. This is the center. Okay? I'll also take the center of this neckline. So this is the center here. I'm going to shape it like this so that it will have a slanted shape. For us to fix it, you know, this is the center. I'm going to measure 9 inches, which is the wideness of the neckline. So 9 inches is here. I will notch that point. So the next thing I'll do now is to go over to the machine. I'll turn the belt to the wrong side like this. And we are going to stitch. I will stitch like this and stop at that 9 inches notch. So guys, I'm done stitching the two sides. So I left from here to here open for the neckline. So the next is to fix it on the neckline. So I'm going to merge it with this notch here. This is the center notch. I'm going to merge it with the center of the neckline. So I'm going to pin. After pinning it round, I'll go over to the machine and stitch like this. So after that, after sewing this one first, then I'm going to come back, place this one inside, and I'll use this to cover the rough edges. And then I'm going to stitch all round. I'm done fixing the neck band or belt. So and look, this is how it's looking. This is how it's going to be. And this is the down part. So this is it. I'll be sewing a belt for the gown so that sometimes I can tie belt if I want. So here I have 70 inches, and then the wideness of the belt is 3 inches. I'll shape the mouth of the belt like this. So I'm going to go over to the machine and sew my belt. If you want, you can put inner pocket on this gown if you want. So feel free to do what you want, okay? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that others can see it. And go ahead and try it out and let me know your result in the comment section. Try this gown, it is very beautiful. Anybody can wear it. Anybody, whether fat or slim, anybody at all can wear it. You can also make this gown and sell as ready to wear. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'll see you again. For now, it is bye bye.